we go. It's time for ATG Live with Pete and Nick and all the gang. Chris, Kelsey, let's go.
ATG Live. ATG Live.
Nick and Pete, they're on the beat.
ATG Live.
Kelsey's pushing buttons and flipping switches.
ATG Live.
Chris is in the back.
ATG Live.
Checking the facts.
ATG Live.
News, guests, and special features. ATG Live. The force is strong with this one. The show that gives you everything you need.
ATG Live.
If you can take it.
ATG Live.
The show you didn't know you needed. But now that you have it, you can't live without it. ATG Live. Break that ATG
Well, welcome to ATG Live, your Thursday night home for everything Star Wars, everything nerd, everything drinking alcohol and being middle-aged, irresponsible adults who are safely from the comfort of their own home, just venturing dangerously nerdy out into the galaxy. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's Thursday. We're here. We were off last week.
Where are you
we were
going
off the week
with this?
before. I don't know. Who cares? Do we have to know where we're going? Sometimes I just talk and hope I end up there.
No, we never. No,
That's right. We don't care. We don't know. We, in our every other week mode, we were off 2 weeks ago. Last week we were supposed to be on and life happened. And so we had to push the show back a week. So it's been 2 full weeks since we've had a chance to be together. I am Nick. I'm one of your hosts, and I am joined as always by my brother from another mother and from another part of the country, Pete Fletzer. Pete, what is happening, my friend?
I'm suffering from New Jersey internet again today, so who the hell knows what's going to happen? But no, I'm good. I'm happy. Trailer for the video game dropped tonight, which was really awesome. I don't know why it's not just pod racing, but I'm cool with it. Just give me more Star Wars video games. That's my thing. I love that. So.
Well, it is exciting. We got that trailer. It just dropped like 3 hours ago. I kind of forgot that it existed, the game. We knew it was announced. We knew it was out there. And then just while I was doing normal Thursday afternoon things, I was like, oh, there's a trailer for a video game that I probably won't play till 3 years after it comes out because I have a PS4 and these games don't come out for PS4 until 3 years after they come out. But that's fine. I'm old. I'm a Luddite. It's a part of the territory. We are excited to be on tonight. I want to thank everybody who has tuned in and is joining us in the live chat. I know Matt is already here. He has even told us, hello, nerds. Greetings to you, sir. Everybody else that's watching, please chime in. Tell us where you're watching from. That's something we don't usually do. Tell us where you are. If you're in Australia, if Matt, it's probably like next Friday in Australia. But if you're watching, tell us hello. Chime in, tell us how it's going. This is what we do every Thursday night. We talk about nerdy stuff. We talk about Star Wars. And at the top of the show, we do something very important, as every other streaming show does. We plug all of the things we have going on. I'm going to introduce the SSWnetwork.com. You see it right there at the bottom of your screen. It is the one-stop shop. You can find all the social media. The logos are also on the screen. You can find our Patreon program where you can support the work that we do. Do we call this work? It's a hobby. It's fun, but you can support it. You can be a part of it. It's not at all work. It's actually our escape from work of the real world. You can find news stories and I'm going to throw this over to Pete. You can also find that I know there are still links available. You can find links to Pete's book. Tell us about the book, Pete. Tell people who may be tuning in for the first time what they need to know, how they need to get it. I have mine also right here under my fancy ATG Live lamp. Tell them about the book.
The best way to the myth. You get the pin. That's the collectible. and from there you can download, not download, you can order the book with all the swag and this and you can download it there, either an ebook or you can order it. So that's all we need.
Yes, that is all we need. Check the book out. If you haven't checked out the book, go to the sswnetwork.com, find out about Who Owns the Myth. It really is a fantastic read. It's light, it's fast, it's easy, but it's not easy in like a this is how I wasted my brain. It's easy in a engaging, digging into what the myth of Star Wars is and digging into how we all feel ownership on it and how we all feel that, you know, we have a connection to, whether it's Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, the things that we love, the things that we feel protective of. It digs into why do we feel that way? What does it mean? It's totally worth your time, and it's worth supporting a dedicated writer and artist like Pete, who put a lot of time into it. Absolutely, you should check it out. Here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to bring in our good friend Chris Ryans, producer extraordinaire, hanging out in the background because it's not a Thursday night unless Chris is here. So let's get him in here. Chris, what is going on? Here it comes.
Pete.
You scared him off. Look what you did. You scared him off.
Oh my God.
It was the most forceful Pete yet.
Wow.
At the same time,
that was the softest Pete I ever did.
That's sometimes
That's
being the gentle lover, it just knocks him right out.
Yep.
I don't know what we're talking about now. Yes, Pete is having some New Jersey internet issues, so he's going to try and sort that out real quick. But you and I are going to keep going here for a minute. Do it. Chris, what's going on in your world these days? You do a lot of comic stuff. What's rocking that we need to know about?
Here's what you need to know about as far as Star Wars comics goes, besides reading them. Besides reading them. Right. This week, a special comic came out. I believe it's a one-shot. It's a Jar Jar Binks comic, co-written by Mark Guggenheim, who's done a lot of great stories within Star Wars comics, and Ahmed Best. So they're both on this comic, and so we have Jar Jar, and he's in an adventure with Kelleran Beck, which I think is amazing. It's really good. There are Jar Jar starts to see some of the repercussions of his actions as far as getting Palpatine emergency powers. There is a reveal in this issue, which just helps to really tie things to the Star Wars galaxy in such a really cool way. And I hope that we get more on this story. Like, it's so good. I don't want to spoil anything. Check out the preview for it on the Upper Action YouTube channel, and go out and grab that issue. A lot of places are sold out, but you can probably still buy that online. So yeah, definitely give that a shot.
Absolutely. And I want to throw a shout out to Matt real quick. Been a rough week. Brad Arnold from 3 Doors Down, James Vanderbeek, and his father-in-law passed early yesterday morning. Matt, we are sending all the love your way, buddy. We know how that goes. We know what that feels like. And we're glad that you're taking some time. Hopefully tonight can be a little time out for you to let the rest of the world melt away and listen to a couple of idiots just, talk about dumb stuff. But we're sending love your way. Let's talk about, for another minute, Pete's going to try and get his internet restarted. Let's talk about this video game. You're a video game guy. We've got this Galactic Racer thing going. And I agree with what Pete said. Like, why couldn't it just have been an update to the racer game? But obviously, we know Star Wars is a big galaxy. There's different kinds of racing. I think we hear, something mentioned in a show at some point. Is it in Clone Wars? There's a different kind of race. No.
It's Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. That's right. In Bad Batch.
Same thing.
Yeah. So Bad Batch, Clone Wars, Bad Batch 2.0,
right,
Clone Wars 2.0.
Yeah.
I obviously you're excited for it. You're the gimme guy. You're the guy that wants the game. You wants the whatever. What do we want to look for in an updated version of a racing game? We went nuts for Pod Racer back in the day because it was straightforward. Holy crap, we get to do this thing we saw in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
What would make what's going to make this game good for you?
What I like about this, outside of the pod racing stuff, and I love the pod racing stuff, is that we're not limited to pods. We're not limited to the pod racers. There are so many different styles of ships in here. I don't know if it's riot racing or if it's pod racing, whatever. But since this is in the New Republic era, maybe it's a whole new racing sport that it's called. We'll see. But yeah, one of the things that sold me on this game, outside of it having Star Wars in the title, is that you can customize your pod. You can customize your racer. And I thought that's like, when it comes to games and whatnot, I love customizations and whatnot. So
yes,
that's got me looking forward to it. The other thing I was really hoping before I saw this trailer was that my favorite vehicle in Star Wars is a land speeder. It's just, I love it.
Yep.
And I was hoping there was going to be a land speeder racer in this, and there is. So I am so looking forward to like customizing mine, giving like hopefully I can like recolor it and all that kind of stuff. Just looking forward to making my black and red land speeder. Yeah,
I dig it. I agree with you completely. And when I saw this trailer a little bit ago, that was the first thought I had, was like, oh, this has land speeder vibes. This has, that connection. And while we were talking about it earlier, when Pete was on talking about different kinds of racers, the thing that stood out in my head was the speeder that Han steals in Solo at the beginning of Solo.
Yes.
That one I loved because it gives I grew up from probably the time I was 13 years old. And to this day, my dream car is a 1965 or 66 Ford Mustang, old style, classic Mustang. When I was 13 years old, I had a subscription to Mustang and Ford's magazine, and I would order the parts catalogs. I didn't have the car. I just looked at the parts in the catalogs because they were free. And I dreamed about wanting something like that.
Absolutely.
And that speeder in Solo has those old muscle car, vibes. And I think, they talk about it in the set design or in the production design of how that was a very intentional feel. So to see that one, Luke's land speeder, again, same thing. I have it. Oh, it's right up here on Lego on my shelf. That's that thing that you're like, like it doesn't have to be a spaceship. It can be, something that cruises around on the land. So to have that excitement, to want something like that, I totally get it. I totally connect with that. So I'm excited to see this game come out. I'm excited to, go over to one of my friend's house who actually has a platform that it can be played on.
Right.
Because it's not going to be on my PS4 anytime soon.
No.
I mean, we're just at this point, like, Outlaws may be finally on PS4. I don't know. I forgot to look. Same thing with the Indiana Jones game that came out last year sometime. I was like, that's going to be awesome. It's not on anything I can play, but it's fine because I just play Fortnite anyhow. But we have other business to get to. We have more show to get to. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes, we're going to get Pete back. But it is not ATG Live. It is not a Thursday night unless we have our toast. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the video lined up in the window. Hopefully it automatically starts playing every time. I think there's a feature. I probably need to turn that off. So we've got our beer poured up. For those of you that are paying attention, our man Admiral Akbar.
Want me to hit play on this one?
In just a second, yes, I will get you to hit that for me.
Sure.
We've got the Admiral hanging out in our beer, and here's why. For a very simple reason. We're toasting to the Mandalorian and Grogu, and we're hoping that it's not a trap. We're hoping that this is going to be exciting. We're going to hope that it's going to pay off because it's been a long time since we've had Star Wars in the theater. We've had some bumps with that. It's not a trailer. I'm not going to call it a trailer. That spot that aired during the Super Bowl last week.
Yep.
We're toasting this week to Mandalorian and Grogu, to it not being a trap, but to being in another exciting opportunity to watch Star Wars in a theater, to eat some popcorn, and to be ready to roll. So to everybody watching, and by the way, this is a 6-inch Black Series figure, so when I put him in this cup, he makes this beer a lot more full than it actually is.
Wow.
Which intimidates me only slightly. But you know what? I'm a professional, so let's roll. Cheers and happy Star Wars. He's got a little puddle around his feet, but you know what?
You had like 8 years to spare on that one. Like
I was pretty much there.
magnificent.
Yeah, only a little bit on my shirt. It'll be dry by the end of the commercial. It's fine. Speaking of commercial, we're going to take a quick commercial break. when we come back, we're going to talk about that Super Bowl spot. We're going to talk about the Mandalorian and Grogu. It is coming out. It is 96 days away. I did the math, and by did the math, I mean I looked it up on the Google machine, and that's what it is. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have more ATG Live. Well, welcome back to ATG Live, your Thursday night home for Pete having jacked up internet.
Yes.
We can see you. We can hear you. I know you're getting your phone situated. So anybody that's motion sick,
there you go. It's like being on the Avatar ride at Disney.
just,
all right.
When I went to the movie theater, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't know what the hell is going on with my internet. I even tried to hotspot. My phone works fine, but I can't hotspot off it and get this sort of response. So you know what?
So
screw it.
That's
Here we
okay.
go.
Well, this has given me the moment that when the movie The Perfect Storm came out with Mark Wahlberg back in the day and about the Boston whaler boat and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We got there late and literally the only seats available were on the very front row of the movie theater, looking directly up at the whole movie where it's just ships bouncing up and down. It wasn't great. So I'm sure we're going to lock it in. Matt has a good point. He says you're going Blair Witch on us tonight.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Also, and nothing better to come back from the commercial break than this one from Matt as we talk about Admiral Akbar in our toast.
Oh my God. What did I miss in the match?
So
yeah, we're not going to talk about 6 inches of Akbar, but here's what we are going to talk about, fellas. We're going to talk about the countdown to Mandalorian and Grogu, and I'm excited to get into this. And we had this whole plan last Thursday. We were going to do this. We were ready to go. Again, life happened. We had to postpone the show a week. Little did we know we were going to get dropped this unexpected little gift during the Super Bowl. I mean, were we even into the second quarter at that point? I don't remember.
No, you know, I know it was very early because my daughter wanted me to get her the Hulu code downstairs where she was watching it with her friends, and I was literally sitting on my phone trying to get the code figured out, and I hear Sam Elliott's voice, and I wasn't even paying attention, and then I heard him say, "This is the way," and I was like, "Oh, I missed it." So then I rewound it.
What did I just miss?
Yeah, well, you know,
over
on the Bombad cast, it says the name of their episode right now is "This Teaser is Perfect. You're Just an Idiot." So they must think I'm an idiot.
At least they're not pulling any punches, but that's okay. So that's where I wanted to start it. I wanted to start with the setup of what was your situation watching it. That makes perfect sense for you as a dad, as somebody who's multitasking in the middle of a house full of all different things going on.
Right.
I'll talk about mine in a second. Chris, you're not a sports ball guy because the Dallas Cowboys were not in the Super Bowl. So I'm sure you were not watching the game.
Nope.
So set us up for, did somebody text you? Did you get a YouTube notice? Did you have it on? Like, how did this one come to you?
I get my Star Wars YouTube notifications. So I forgot what I was doing Sunday. I don't know. But it popped up, and then I was like, I'm gonna wait because we're doing the Poodoo Crew that night. So it's like we'll watch it. Like maybe it'll drop during the live stream. I'll watch it then. But then it popped up like maybe like 8 o'clock or something like that. So I let it sit there. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this thing. And then I held out as long as I could. I was a trooper. I held out for like a good 3 minutes, and I was like, forget it. I'm gonna watch it. And I put this thing on, and look. let me just preface this by saying I knew like some kind of a trailer was coming, and I'm like,
Right.
Okay, we got to get some dialogue this time. We got to know what this thing's about. Like, I'm excited. Like, let's go. Let me see what this is all about. And you know, and then it came on. At first, I clicked on, and I was like, 36 seconds.
You're like, this can't be right.
I was like, is this the ad? And then it's going to
The
play
ad
the
before the
trailer
trailer.
afterwards.
Right.
So then you know, I hit it and I watched it, and I was like, okay, oh, nice tauntauns. And then it was like a whole Budweiser feel thing. And listen, I was like, you guys were the first people I contacted.
Of course.
And
Understandable.
and I don't know if you remember what I put, and I was just, really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it was just 3 dots, if I'm not mistaken.
Just really. And that was
Okay,
like
so I want to
first-
come. Yeah,
and
I want
that
to come
was-
back to the reactions. Hang on. So same thing. We've talked about before. I work with the youth at my church, the Episcopal church that we're members of. Work with the youth group. Foolishly, for literally like almost my adult grown life, I've always hosted a youth group Super Bowl party. So I'm always with teenagers. I'm not drinking beer. I'm not doing like typical football watching things. And most of the time, like, they don't care about the game. They may care about the commercials. They may care about halftime, or sometimes it's vice versa. You never know. So there's like 17 kids running around, chaos, every dip on earth you can think of. So we're eating junk food. We're hanging out. And I've got it on the big screen, and it happens. And I was kind of in that same mode. Like, I see the snow, I hear the voice, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, beer. Like, my first thought was, this is a Budweiser commercial. That was what I thought. And then I heard the noise, and I saw the footprint or the footstep before they pan up. And I went, is that a tauntaun? Like, it clicked in my head. And then all of a sudden I went, oh, something's happening. And of course, we all had kind of been given that impression. There's a trailer during the Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Sam Elliott didn't really click before the rest of it did. Like, the visuals clicked more. And then all of a sudden I was like, halfway through, Sam Elliott, like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
My brain just couldn't keep up, because I'm going, this is definitely Star Wars. This is definitely a Mandalorian and Grogu. And like, I'm playing catch up. Like, Sam Elliott's chasing me down the street going, hey, I'm in this too. Like, this is a thing. And then it was just over. And then I was just left in that moment of going, what just happened? And then the text messages started flying. And of course I couldn't help myself. I had to go to social media. I had to, look at, and I'm not on Twitter anymore. I don't even have Twitter on my phone anymore. So it wasn't a Twitter thing, but I was like, something's going to be on Facebook where all of us old people are, or something's going to be, I think I went to Blue Sky for a minute. So looping back around, we're going to do another round of this. Pete.
Yes.
We know where you were. We know it was happening.
Yes.
Hit us with we're going to start with the gut reactions, and then we're going to do a round of where are we now. So gut reactions in the moment, Sunday night. Talk about what you sent to us. Talk about what your feelings were.
Yeah, gut reaction was, what the hell was that? Honestly, it was like, come on, what this. No, it's and I know some people call me an idiot, but that's okay. But I just couldn't get it, because we still have no idea what this movie's about. We still have no idea what is happening in the movie, and there's and so for me, I watched that, and as I said, I think my post on Twitter was something like, this is Solo, the motion picture all over again. This is
yes, that's exactly
this is not great promotion at all. Now, some people are trying to make the excuse saying, well, it's fun and funny, and it's going to get people excited about it. And let's face it, the trailer is not for us. The three of us are going to be there opening night. We'll be there no matter what. Anybody who's on Star Wars Twitter is going to be there no matter what. So it clearly wasn't for us. But I don't know if you even know it's a movie if you're watching that. I don't even know if you just thought maybe Mandalorian and Grogu are selling beer now. I don't know. It was a huge miss for me. And to this moment, I'm a little bit shocked. I mean, it was, it just didn't work for me at all.
okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and Anubis is with you. To me, it was a Star Wars themed Budweiser commercial. We're going to come back to that, and we're going to come back to kind of, we've processed it for a little less than a week at this point. Chris, obviously you sent the 3 dots in the text message. gut reactions, instant response, in that moment, what hit you?
Well, all right. So in June, there are two movies I'm really looking forward to that are coming out, and that is Supergirl and
Mhm.
Masters of the Universe. Like I cannot
Yeah.
wait. Like that one in particular, I cannot wait for. And in the teasers that they have shown, and these movies are coming out a month after, we've gotten dialogue, so we have an idea what those movies are about. This one, we didn't. And listen, like I said, I'm not mad anymore. I wasn't even mad then. I was just like, well, when it first dropped, I love that ad. I get the whole deal, like the Tauntauns and Clydesdales, and it's got the whole Budweiser feel to it and all that kind of stuff. They really messed up with the thing because you're gonna have Grogu in there. Use the 3 frogs for the Budweiser. Use that, and then he eats them or something. Like maybe that'll be next. And yeah, someone had to remind me, like, this is for normies. This isn't for us. And it's right, because we're already seated for this thing. I think my one complaint is if we would have gotten some kind of a teaser or a trailer with dialogue, maybe like 2 weeks to a month prior to this coming out, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a little bit upset.
So, and this idea is just literally hitting me in the moment, and I'm going to throw it at both of y'all for some instant reaction. How would it have changed? And I agree with you. I think the issue, a lot of the struggle, and I certainly think this is a part of Pete's struggle, is this: we've got that 1 minute and whatever it is teaser that gives us some quick cuts. The walkers on the hill, Sigourney Weaver at the table, Zeb, Rada the Hutt. Like, it's quick cuts. It's not dialogue. It's not anything that sets anything up. That's all we've gotten so far. So I understand that the feeling a lot of people are experiencing is this would have been a lot more fun and cheeky and cute if we had already had like a full ass trailer. That's kind of where everybody is. What if, and I have another thought of how I wished it had gone Sunday night, and we'll get to that in a little bit. What if this teaser, this little clip had ended and it says The Mandalorian and Grogu, and the next screen said, tune in tomorrow on the Today Show for a full trailer.
Oh,
and we had gotten a full trailer on Monday morning.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
It would have felt like it was more of a, and let's just jump into it. It's a marketing thing. And Pete, you're in marketing professionally. We talk about marketing on this show a lot. You mentioned solo marketing, and I tried to think back about it. And I actually think I said this. I popped in with Chris and Roke for just a few minutes on Sunday night. When it comes to marketing for the Solo movie, the only thing I can still remember and wrap my brain around is there was a Solo tie-in to Denny's, and there was like a Grand Slam breakfast that was like Han Solo the movie themed. I agree. And Chris, I had the same idea you had. Like, after I processed it for a minute, the first thought I had was, I hope there's a couple of more of these. I hope there's a couple of more Star Wars themed Super Bowl style commercials. One of them was the frogs, like Grogu with the little frogs, make it look like the Budweiser frogs. That's a natural connection. That's a home run right there. Do a third one that's like a car commercial, or, a something like, there's so many iconic Super Bowl. They could have done that, and that could have been a more focused, targeted marketing strategy, like 1 per quarter, 4 commercials. Would have cost some money, but like, because the point is, this isn't for us. This is for my mom, whether she watched the Super Bowl or not. I didn't even call and ask her. These are for the people that go, holy crap, that was cute. It was that Baby Yoda guy that I like.
But do they even know it's a movie? I mean, at the end, it says, at the end, you get 3 seconds of Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22nd, only in theaters. And
and like several people said, it could have been, it could have been a holiday card. It could have been somebody said this should be the Lucasfilm holiday card next year. That sled, the two of them, the Tauntauns, and Merry Christmas from Lucasfilm. So let's look at it this way. Is this, Pete, I think I know your answer, but I'm going to throw it to you first because you are a marketing guy. Is this failed marketing strategy? Is that what we're facing the most right now?
I don't know if we can call it failed until we see how the movie does, and what we can look back on. I mean, I think you look back at Solo's lack of billion-dollar box office. I'm not going to call it a failure like so many other people do. It wasn't. But the marketing certainly was lacking, and I think it showed. So, and here we are now. What are we? Less than 100 days to the movie, and the only thing we've
96 days,
gotten. Yeah, 96 days. The only thing we've gotten is that one teaser trailer, which was also in
Mhm.
theaters.
Right.
And we've gotten the funny commercial, which it's not, here's the thing too. I get it. I get it's a parody of Budweiser, but
Yeah.
it's not, it wasn't a parody of Budweiser is not a Star Wars thing, right? It's not, it just, it felt completely out of place. So is it a marketing fail? I think right now they're failing miserably marketing this movie. I mean, I should probably check in with my dad and see, does he even know that there's a Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out? People should be like, we haven't had a Star Wars movie in theaters in 5 years. We should be like counting down the days. There should be Empire magazine featuring this right now. There should be, bring back Bresnikan to do an interview with with Filoni or something, and let's see it. So this right now is it also, somebody said today online, and I think that it might be what's sort of tickling the back of my brain is is this like Moana 2, which was supposed to be basically a series on Disney Plus, but they decided to put it out in the movie theater. So is this a similar situation? I don't know. But I honestly, look, it's going to be fine, and we're going to watch it and all that stuff, and it's going to do good. But I don't know that it's going to, I don't know if it's even going to do solo movie numbers at this point. You're muted, Nick.
Okay, so here's what's happening. Not to give people whiplash. Everything I click on my screen right now, whether it's show a comment or mute myself, it moves me back to the main screen. Like,
That's weird.
I have a glitch right now. So, Chris, my question was, from a marketing standpoint, what are you feeling right now? Where we are?
Like Pete, I can't comment on that until after the movie comes out.
Sure.
But my hope is that this is the start of the marketing blitz, slow rollout. And it seems to be the case because I know we're probably going to talk about it later. A couple of the merch drops that just happened, like announcements, I should say, not drops. They're not available yet. But so my hope is that from this we're going to get a trailer soon, and TV spots and all that kind of stuff. Because it's only a couple of months away, and people don't. I guess people know they're coming out. They know they're going to get their money from every Star Wars fan ever. Like, we're all going to. We're seated. Yeah. We're already there. I'm already in line.
I've bought tickets in my head already.
But I hope that this is the start of that. And the one thing is that I don't know if it's going to do as well as Solo. And this is not like a shot at anything outside of people aren't going to the theaters as much as they used to.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's something we're going to get into, I think, maybe even just in a minute. But I think that's something that we have to look forward to by the time this movie comes out, because that's a big thing. Like, people don't go to the movies. Like, I mean, I've talked about in the last couple of years when Indiana Jones came out, the last one, regardless of how you feel about it, it's a new Indiana Jones movie in the movie theater. I went on opening night and there were 15 people in the movie theater, and 5 of them were with me. and that wasn't just that movie. Like, I walked into our 12 or 14 or however many screen movie theater is, there's nobody there. Like, people aren't going to the movies like they used to. Now, I heard what just came out recently that I heard everybody was there for.
Avatar. It was hard.
Maybe Avatar. I've never.
I went to see Avatar.
That's right.
And
You talked about it.
Yeah,
you talked about it. That was what it was. Maybe Wicked. Like, but even like my wife and half of my kids are obsessed with Wicked, and the first one last year they went bananas for it. They haven't seen the second one yet because it wasn't like, holy crap, we have to get there and go see it. It became, well, it's been out for a couple of weeks. It'll be on our TV soon. We'll just do that. So I don't know. Let's do this. If I'm going to send it around one more time, I want to get final thoughts on the spot. Yeah, she'll be so disappointed to have missed out. She's waiting for you, Matt. That's all. I'm going to throw it to Pete one more time. Final thoughts on the Super Bowl spot, and then we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we're just going to dig in a little bit more to the Mandalorian and Grogu itself, the movie, the countdown, what we're headed towards on May 20th. Pete, final thoughts on this spot.
I think Chris said it best. You got to hope this is the beginning of a wave of promotion for this movie. I was shocked that we haven't seen anything this week post Super Bowl.
That's exactly where I am.
From as a marketer, that's your big kickoff, and now you're going to just go until launch, and they've sputtered already. So yeah, no, I'm honestly worried about it at this point. So, I mean, I'm not losing sleep. Let's be honest. But.
Chris, final thoughts on the Super Bowl spot? Anything?
I look, outside of all my little gripe and whatnot, I loved it. I thought it was cool.
It's fun.
Like, I get it. The Budweiser thing and Sam Elliott. I hope that's meeting. Like, he's going to be. Oh, can we get Sam Elliott in Star Wars?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Cobb Vanth hanging out in a bar.
Oh
my gosh.
Come on, Pete.
Yeah.
You're killing me right now.
This point,
that's his pappy. It's his pappy. That's
at this point, give me passed out Sam Elliott just head on the bar while Cobb Vanth is sitting there. Like,
sure.
Don't worry, son, you can handle this. Oh, it'll be great. Oh.
Wow. Now I have something to look forward to that I didn't know I needed. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Like, and I came in, of course, Sunday night, I was the sunshine pumper. I was going, hey, this is, it's fine. It's fun. Let's, do what we're doing. Oh, it did it to you too.
Why does it? That's so weird.
Oh, StreamYard is having an issue tonight. It's fine.
Hey, maybe it's not just me. It's not just me.
It's old guys in technology. What are we supposed to do?
That's
here?
true.
Yeah, I mean, from the beginning, like, I had a moment of what is that? And immediately I was like, okay, this is fun. It's the Super Bowl. It should be fun. Give me a trailer, on another day. Good Morning America, whatever we're doing with the trailer. I don't care.
Yeah.
At this point, though, and I will say I agree with you, the fact that it's Thursday and there hasn't been anything, like, it could have been use the pun in the Super Bowl, a kickoff. It could have been the kickoff to more things. And in fact, I saw several people online that were like, you don't get it. It's the Tauntaun's pulling a trailer. Okay, great.
Yeah,
so drop that trailer on Monday, and then we would have been pulling the trailer. But
I love the people online that were like, it was a Budweiser. Really? No shit. I get that. I just don't like what it did.
Right. But you're again, if we had the trailer last week or in the previous weeks, or if it ended with an announcement of, hey, the full trailer's coming tomorrow, that completely changes how you receive this one thing. Because, and I'll throw this out there before we go to the break, because I had saved this. Lucasfilm Marketing, Ryan Stankovich, great name, by the way. His quote talking about this said, our creative and marketing team landed on a unique concept that gave a nod to classic big game spots of years past. Great. Yes, we all get that. He shared in a statement that went live with the commercial in the Hollywood Reporter. In partnership with Jon Favreau, the teams at Lucasfilm and ILM brought to life a spot that felt to us instantly iconic. Correct. It did. Cinematic and quintessentially Star Wars. All correct. It captured the warmth, humor, and emotional connection between these two beloved characters and was the perfect next step for our campaign as we lead up to their big screen debut this summer. That's where we're missing the mark. And I'm all about this commercial. I'm not trying to change horses in the middle of the stream or tauntauns, as it were. But he says in that thing, it's the perfect next step for our campaign. Our question is to our friends who we love at Lucasfilm, where's the rest of that campaign? Where are those trailers? Where is it coming? So let's do this. Let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to dig into a bunch more about the countdown to The Mandalorian and Grogu. So we will be back in just a minute with more ATG Live.
R2? Where are you? R2? R2? R2, you're on fire! R2-D2, you found a cigarette. Well, I don't think smoking is grown up at all. Because it's very dangerous. Smoking does dreadful things to your lungs and is very bad for your heart. Well, I know I don't have one, but humans do, and I think we should set a good example. Well done, R2. Oh, hello. You know smoking is bad for your health, and it isn't grown up at all. So please, don't smoke. R2, do you really think I don't have a heart?
That hypocrite C-3PO, or as the meme that I sent to my kids last week said, by his full government name, Charles Post Office, Post Office, Post Office. Hypocrite. Welcome back to ATG Live, your Thursday night home for, C-3PO smoking a cigarette, Pete having bad internet, Chris being right about everything, and me having crazy hair or whatever's going on. You don't know what you're going to get when you show up here, but the bottom line is it's fun, it's Star Wars, and we love it when y'all are hanging out. Matt's been blowing up the chat tonight, and I'm thankful for that. Especially he's going to have to go hire the fellas in front of the liquor store to investigate. I think we may need some man on the street reporting about if you could get some insight about the Super Bowl spot from the guys in front of the liquor store by the karate studio, I would be very interested in what they had to say. But we're back, and tonight we are talking about the countdown to The Mandalorian and Grogu. This movie comes out on May 20th, 96 days away, according to the Google machine earlier tonight. Here's what we know, guys. Confirmed cast members, Pedro Pascal is back in a variety of roles because we know that the way The Mandalorian works, you've got Brendan Wayne, you've got, what's the other guy's name?
I should know this.
Crowder is something. Lateef Crowder.
Lateef Crowder.
Lateef Crowder.
Yes.
And Pedro does a lot of the voice. Good on you, Pete.
Pedro does all and saying that it stars Pedro Pascal is such bullshit because he's going to be in it for 4 minutes with his helmet off at one point.
The one scene where his helmet's off and all the voiceover.
Sorry, I'm a little piped up.
There's a little miffed. There's a little miffed about it.
we got a Prowse Jones situation going on here. But we also know we've got confirmed Jeremy Allen White, who is in the show The Bear. He also played Bruce Springsteen in the Delivery from Nowhere movie, which I still haven't seen, but have heard good things. Pete, I don't know if being from New Jersey, you have any strong feelings about that one.
I don't like Bruce Springsteen, so
that's fine. There you go. Strong feelings situated.
I really am the grumpy old man that Matt thinks I am tonight, and I'm sorry.
So let's start with this because the first thing we're talking about is the cast.
Right.
Jeremy Allen White is playing Rada the Hutt,
right?
Who is Jabba the Hutt's son, and we just lost Pete's video, but
I'm back. Sorry.
So Rada the Hutt. Is this going to be our version of English basic speaking character? Or is this going to be a I am Groot kind of situation where Jeremy Allen White is? I mean, here's the thing, and I mean this with all the respect in the world, and I don't know crap about Hollywood and how things work. But if you're hiring an actor of that caliber to go in and like dub stuff in Huttese, like, couldn't we have hired, couldn't we? It is funny, but we also know that Bradley or freaking what's his name from Fast and the Furious is I am Groot 400,000 different times.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I just, where are we at with that, Chris?
I think
he's English.
I think it's going to be some Hutt English. That's what we're going to get. Good mixture of both. But I think it's going to be like a more English speaking Hutt. We've never had that in live action.
Not in live action for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Jabba says the word solo, but he speaks Huttese, but it's a name the same way if a Chinese person said such and such milky, like that's still gonna translate. It's gonna be whatever.
I think he's gonna speak basic and
basic.
Yeah, I'm looking. I hope so.
Yeah,
and I hope it's just his voice because like I watched The Bear and that dude's face stresses me out. Just
It's
because
very
the
specific.
show is stressful. I'm like, don't base the face off of him, please. I will have a panic attack in the theater.
He has a very specific look. I understand.
Yeah.
All right. So we also know we've got Steve Blum. Steve Blum is our man, Garazeb Aurelios.
Yeah.
We hope not.
Well, his cousin had died years before in Andor. So.
There you go. Yeah. We've got Zeb, we've got Steve Blum confirmed, and certainly from a voice perspective, I don't know that they're going to have him in there doing a mocap situation. That's probably going to be voice also. And then the biggest other confirmed casting situation we have Sigourney Weaver in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of our old school go-to 80s. I mean, we've got Alien. We've got she's a big deal. Like, she's one of our people.
Ghostbusters.
I mean, you name it. Sigourney Weaver has been a good part of pop culture history for a long time. She appears to be on the good guy side. We have that clip from the thing where she's meeting with Mando. She appears to be a rebel, somebody, or a New Republic.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. That's all we know about casting really to this point. So my question for you is, who else do you want in this movie? Pete, you're up first. Who do we get?
Character-wise?
Character-wise, new or old? Have seen them or have not seen them? What shows up in this thing? I have a very obvious answer, but I want to hear from you guys first.
Yeah, I was thinking Ahsoka, but now we know she's on in a different galaxy, so we're not going to see her. It might be interesting to see a connection to the Ghost crew of some sort, since Zeb is there. That would be kind of fun. I'm really curious how they bring the Razor Crest back. I'm excited to see it. It's one of my favorite ships, but I don't know how they're going to bring that back. And I don't know. I mean, there's no real characters I need to see come back. Unfortunately, we can't get Carl Weathers, which is just a shame because he's passed away, unfortunately. But I would love to see, of course, Carson Teva, and I think that there's a chance we're going to get him. I think there's a decent chance. So,
yeah, I think there's a very good chance that we get Carson in this. And we've got, obviously, there's Sigourney Weaver. They're in this. At first, I thought that this might have been the cafe where Mando talked to Zeb at the end of season 3, but I don't think it's the same place, that little outpost.
No,
but they're there. And then on the other side of the table, of course, we've got Mando and Grogu. He tries to get the snacks. In the trailer, there's that funny moment where she grabs the bowl and keeps him from getting it. Chris, character-wise, where you at? What you thinking? What you feeling?
Honestly, there's nothing that's going to be a deal breaker or anything like that. But I would love to see one of my favorite characters, Iden Versio,
yes,
in some capacity. That I think
Janina.
Awesome.
Let's let Janina do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Cool.
And that would fit. And that's the thing we know. So talking about this, look again, just counting down, recapping stuff we know about the movie.
And Shriv. Let's bring Shriv back.
Shriv?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
yes. Oh my God. Yeah, I would love to see him
for sure. All about that. What Brogu? What a great name. Hello, Brogu. It fits right in that Broaxium universe. I like that. Yeah, I think Shriv would be great. Iden would be great. We know timeline wise, this is in the same timeline as The Mandalorian, as Ahsoka, in that 5-ish years post Return of the Jedi is what we understand this to be happening. I think for me, character-wise, there's a couple of obvious ones. The one I don't think I want, but I think certainly has the possibility in order to, tackle some fandom and member berries is if Boba Fett shows up. Of course, what I want, and my very selfish thing, is I want Cobb Vanth to show up, and everybody knows that.
With his father, Sam Elliott.
With his father, Sam Elliott, both drunk at the bar, handsome as ever, bearded,
Cobb
doing
Vanth
their
Senior.
thing. Yeah, Cobb Senior. I tried to think of, though,
Corn
outside
Vanth?
of the things that make me a shill for Cobb Vanth. What else? What else could fit in there? What else do we want? I don't know. Fennec could show up again. There's the opportunity for, obviously anybody that kind of falls in that little mode I think Boba Fett shows up, and
Ooh.
what you got?
Migs, get Bill Burr back in there.
Yep,
Oh,
back
yeah.
in there.
Yeah, I
Because
like
there's the
that.
potential for this to kind of have a little Ocean's 11, get some gang back together to deal with whatever's going to happen.
What about Cara
Situation.
Dune? I mean, Disney settled their suit with her, right? Bring her in for 38 seconds.
You know what? Fine. All right, cool. Oh no.
No, that one's for me. That wasn't Chris. That was for me.
I mean, she was honestly, Cara Dune was a great character. It was just
Yes.
acted so poorly.
I thought she did, outside of the dumb shit she said, I thought she did an all right job.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm gonna say I hate that I'm saying this. There's not enough alcohol in me right now. I kind of agree with Chris on this one in that. So I'm rewatching Mandalorian right now. I just finished the Prisoner episode in season 1 where they go the first Bill Burr episode, that whole thing. And so they have the Sanctuary episode where he meets Cara Dune on that planet and all that stuff. And watching that episode, of course, I carry a bias because of the actress and how the real life situation of all that played out. But as I was watching it, I had that moment of going, it's a little wooden, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen in Star Wars. Maybe the worst thing I've ever seen in Star Wars is the gunslinger and it's Toro Calican, but that's a different thing altogether.
Yeah, it's true.
No slander on that guy. That's one of my favorite Star Wars characters.
All right, you gotta go. What are we doing here?
Wow. Man can't speak the truth anymore.
So let's not get us too far off track here. Looking at the characters that we've got, the folks we know that are confirmed to be in this, we know about timeline. Let's talk about Grogu for a minute.
Okay.
What are we expecting out of Grogu in this movie? Is there a lightsaber? So I saw a really funny thing the other day, and this is just because of how the internet goes, where somebody was like, "Oh, he says his first words in this. It's in the trailer." Because at the end of that trailer, the little other Babu Frick says, "Nice shot, baby," when he shoots the rat or whatever it is. And the person that posted this thing on the internet was like, "That was him." And I was like, "That wasn't him. That was the other guy." Like, they're not paying attention. But Pete, what are we getting out of Baby Yoda in this movie? What are the character developments?
Definitely getting his first words. I would put,
Okay.
Which means, of course, now it won't happen. But I'm pretty confident that we'll get his first word. I think we're going to get a lot of Force stuff from him, and it's going to, I think it's kind of cool in a way. And I also feel like he's going to be comic relief. I feel like he's going to be the silly little dude that does stuff. And so, I hope they have Grogu using more of his powers. I agree with that, Grogu. I think I'd like to see him do more than just, get snacks with it. Let's see what else he can do.
That's right. He does tend to be a hungry little fella. Chris, what are we getting out of the baby?
This is going to take a dark turn.
Here it comes. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, yes.
Grogu the Destroyer.
Grogu the Destroyer. It may not be full swing, but it's a little more, just one more step further. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
He's going to be the big bad past the sequel trilogy. Bank on it. No, I don't know. No. Okay, that's what I hope happens. But Grogu's going to Grogu. Will it be his first word? That'd be cool. It's about time. He's 50. I mean, like, he and I are both the same age.
You've had some things to say.
He's So I'm hoping that we'll see his first, get his first word. I wonder who they're gonna have do his voice. They better.
Jon Favreau. Oh, you know who's going to be in the movie that we didn't say? Bo-Katan has to be in it, right?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Katie Sackhoff. She's got to be there, right?
Yeah, get her in there.
Get the gang back together.
Yeah.
Just, round them all up.
Yeah, give us a Magnificent Seven story. I would do that. I can live with that.
Yeah, if
I
that's
could
what the
totally
story's
live with that.
about, because we don't know what's.
Because we have no fucking idea.
We wouldn't know because how would we know? All right, a couple more things and we're gonna get out of here for tonight because this has been a lot of fun and we want to leave everybody on a high note. Who's the villain in this movie, Pete? Where are we headed for? Is this a Thrawn situation? I know that's kind of been saved for the reported other movie or Ahsoka season 2. Who's the bad guy? What are we doing here?
I think it's going to be one of the key Imperial remnants, one of the ones that was in the room with what can I think of his name?
Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon, one of the ones he was talking to, and I think it's going to be because there is one actor coming back from the Mandalorian and Grogu or the Mandalorian TV show. So yeah, I think it's going to be, or maybe it's the entire remnant. I mean, maybe the entire remnant's starting to come together, and yeah, but it's Imperial remnant, I would say.
Absolutely, Chris, you feeling it? Same thing.
I would say, yeah, Imperial Remnants has to be the villain. I am hoping that one of those clones survived. A force-sensitive Moff Gideon clone with man.
That would be cool,
man.
So it's Luke, but it's Gideon.
It's Gideon. Yeah.
But I just want it to be. I want it to be extra. I want it to be extra G's instead of extra values.
Gideon. Yeah. Gideon. Yeah.
Gideon.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
I can feel that. I don't know.
Hopefully we'll find out soon.
be nice.
I think it's possible. Obviously, it's possible because again, same timeline, converging, whatever. The Thrawn is going to be the kind of the thing in the background. Thrawn isn't necessarily going to be in this. He may be in a hologram. He may be giving orders to whoever this baddie is that still sets up stuff for. And so that's another weird thing. Is a movie going to be setting stuff up for the second season of Ahsoka, which is a different, weird way for us to go. And also, again, there's this reported
it's just happening alongside with Ahsoka season 1.
It seems like it's all headed in a similar direction, but hey, wait, you know what? We don't know. But that's okay. We've talked about villains, we've talked about surprise cameos, we've talked about Grogu. Carson and Zeb, yeah. I mean, I've been excited for Zeb since we knew that was going to happen. The little tiny tease we got at the end of Mando season 3 was fun because, of course, how much I love Rebels. Carson Teva, give us all the Carson Teva because Paulson Younglee is our guy. We need him to be in it. Other than that, all right. So here's the thing: final score. What is your hype level on a personal scale, 1 to 10? 10, it's the most crazy you've ever gone out of your mind for a Star Wars thing. Where are you today, Pete, on your hype level for this movie coming out May 20th, 2026?
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's so weird because, like Chris was saying,
such an underwhelming response.
I know, but I mean, fine. I think I'm more excited about the Doctor Doom movie. Which is weird because I'm never, and I hate saying that because it's only because I don't know enough about this movie to get excited other than it's Star Wars, and that's what they're banking on. That's why this marketing is failing. They're thinking Baby Yoda and the Star Wars name, you're good, but the Star Wars name is even barely on this at all. By the way, it's not like Solo, a Star Wars story. You're like, it's a Star Wars story. You don't necessarily know that this. I mean, obviously because it's Baby Yoda, but it's like, it's not tying itself to Star Wars that much. So I don't know. I'm excited about, and obviously I'll be there and I'll probably see it 3 or 4 times on opening weekend, like I always do. And it'll probably make me start buying pops again or something. But gimme. But
all right. So put a number on it, 1 to 10, because once we get a full trailer drop in the next few weeks, the next time we have a show, once we get something, I want to compare your number to that.
I'm at 5 now. I'll put it at 5.
Okay. Chris, where are we at?
I don't know. My number stays at like 1,000 out of 10
Yeah.
for everything that's coming out for Star Wars. So I am blindingly excited for this, and that's why I was so.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Like Matt talks about my West Wing lower back tattoo. Yours is just Star Wars. It's
yes,
fine.
it is.
That's okay. There's no shame in that. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm at a 7. I'm gonna put it at a 7. I'm excited. I mean, if honestly, it's the concept. If it was Darth Vader reading the phone book, but it was on the big screen, I'm pretty sure I'd be there.
Oh, yeah.
Because Star Wars in a movie theater. Let's freaking go. That's what
Yep.
we've been waiting for. That's what we've talked about for weeks and weeks and weeks, for years and years and years. You know, we went and saw Phantom Menace when it was in the theater, and
Yep.
we went, holy crap, it's Star Wars in a big screen. I've seen this movie a bunch of times. Like,
I don't need
give me
it
some
in the
Star Wars
theater.
in a big screen.
I don't give a shit as long as I get to see it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
care.
But that's fair. But at this point, again, and we all came through the age where we didn't know we would literally have unfettered access to anything
Yes.
Star Wars we wanted on every device. Like, I can watch it in the bathroom. I can watch it at work. I can watch it in the car. Like,
I've done all those.
there. It used to, I say, I've done all of them in the last week, probably. But what we didn't know was back in the day when we had, hell, these are even DVDs, but like a DVD or a VHS or something that we went, ooh, I have to rewind it. Ooh, I hope the tape doesn't get messed up. Like, it's right here now. It's on our phone, and there's so much more. So the fact that we have all this access, but at the end of the day, it's the communal experience.
Which
It's
is
the
probably why I'm
ability-
at a 5 for this, right? Because I've got a bunch of other Star Wars, and
it's that you have other things, and if this doesn't deliver, you go, great, I get to go back to the other thing that I love. So it makes sense, and I can't wait to see this develop. I really hope that this is in fact the beginning of a marketing strategy, and maybe it's going to be President's Day on Monday, and they're going to be like, you think that Sheev Palpatine was a president? Check out this trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, you know, something
He's
stupid
still
as hell.
better.
he's still
Well, than the current president. I mean, well, that's a different thing. So at the end of the day, and at the end of this show, which we have now arrived at, it is the Mandalorian Grogu is coming out on May 20th. It's 96 days away. We've gotten a Super Bowl spot. We've gotten a teaser trailer, and we are anxiously awaiting something else, a little bit more of a tease. There were merch announcements, as you talked about. There were some figures, there were some Funkos.
Yep.
That stuff is going to continue to happen, I'm pretty sure. We'll probably get into that probably in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have some news stories, I'm sure, coming up, because when they drop more information about this movie, you know what we're going to do? We're going to talk about it every other Thursday night, right here on the SSW network on ATG Live. Me, Pete, Chris, Kelsey. That's what we do. We're wrapping it up. Chris, before we get out of here, I know the Poodoo crew hangs out on Sunday nights. You do comic stuff. What's going on? What do we need to know about?
This week I have a preview for, like I said earlier, the preview for the Jar Jar Binks comic that came out. That's going to be amazing. Next week is the last issue of the main comic run for Star Wars from Alex Segura Jr. It's a short run, and this really puts into jeopardy. I don't know how many more comics are coming out throughout the year. Like it's really gone down drastically. So that's unfortunate. But yeah. So that's what we got going on. That, of course, Poodoo Crew, BX Gaming. Vroke and I just did a reaction video for the new trailer for Star Wars Galactic Racers. So yeah, definitely check it out on the Roaxime YouTube channel when this is over.
Thanks for coming, Grogu.
And yes, Grogu, glad to have you here. Come back anytime. And Chris, I'm going to agree with you. Again, notoriously not a comic book guy. I will tell you though, I am very intrigued, and I need to go to my local and buy the Jar Jar comic simply because of watching the excitement of Ahmed Best and the things that he has said about being involved in this process and writing it. That inspires me enough to go, yeah, I need to go get that. Like somebody else's passion for something like that. That's what, sets me on fire as much as anything else. Pete.
Yes.
Besides the book, Who Owns the Myth, which everyone should go get, go to the SSWnetwork.com, check it out, order it, buy it. Anything else you need to tell us before we get out of here?
I'm starting my book tour in April. It's April and I call it a book tour, totally joking because it's one show. I'm doing the Super Jersey Comic Expo, and I'll be
Outstanding.
having a table, signing books, and having to talk to people and tell me that I'm wrong. So
That's a really good show. I was supposed to go last year.
well, come on up and visit.
I
Sit
may.
at the table.
I'm friends with one of the guys who runs it.
Oh, awesome.
I might stop through.
Cool. Good.
Yeah. So everybody check that out. Go to the sswnetwork.com. Not only can you get Pete's book, Patreon information, social media information, news stories, blog posts. I think Pete is your rewrite of the Phantom Menace. Is that on there?
Yeah, that's still there. Yep.
So everything you want that's Star Wars will take up all the time you need. Also, on the screen, 504-321-1501. Give us a call, leave us a voicemail, tell us we're great, tell us we're stupid. We really don't care. Leave us a message, tell us something. It's been a great night. I loved hanging out with you fellas. I love talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to raise our glasses. We're going to tell everybody to have a great night. Happy Star Wars.
Happy Star Wars.
Just one more round, friend, then homeward bound, friend. Don't forget me in your dreams. Just one more song, friend, and then so long, friend. The nights get shorter, it seems. Just one more rhyme, friend. Yes, it's a crime, friend. But you know time, friend, time can fly. So it's good night, friend. Good night, but not goodbye.